Elon Musk, a tragic loss and a global shockwave. On July 15, 2025, the world was shaken by an unimaginable tragedy. Elon Musk, the visionary founder of SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and one of the greatest minds of our time, had passed away in a horrific accident. The highway tragedy. According to initial reports, the accident occurred at 2:43 a.m. on a California highway, as Musk was returning from the SpaceX headquarters. His Tesla Model X, an advanced prototype of the latest self-driving technology, suddenly lost control due to an unidentified system failure. The vehicle crashed into a guardrail, flipped multiple times, and burst into flames. Despite the emergency services arriving within minutes, the intense heat made any rescue attempts futile. A world in shock news of Musk's death spread like wildfire. Major media outlets such as CNN, BBC, and Bloomberg immediately reported on the incident, while social media exploded with messages of mourning from millions worldwide. Tesla and SpaceX stocks plummeted, losing hundreds of billions in market value within hours. At Tesla's headquarters in Palo Alto, employees were left in shock. "He can't be gone. We just had a meeting with him hours ago," one Tesla engineer said, struggling to hold back tears. An irreplaceable loss. Musk's death was not just a loss for the tech industry, but a monumental setback for humanity. He revolutionized electric vehicles, paved the way for Mars colonization, and pushed the boundaries of artificial intelligence and neurotechnology. Now, his ambitious projects faced uncertainty. SpaceX, so intertwined with Musk's vision, was left with the daunting question: could humanity still reach Mars by 2030 as he had promised? Tesla, while led by a talented team, had lost its driving force. Could it maintain its dominance in the electric vehicle race? Neuralink, with its groundbreaking brain-machine interface research, faced an uncertain future without its pioneer. A legacy that will never fade. Within days, millions across the globe held vigils to honor Musk's memory. A grand memorial service was organized at SpaceX headquarters, attended by major figures such as Jeff Bezos, Tim Cook, and Mark Zuckerberg, as well as world leaders paying their respects. The U.S. president called him one of the greatest minds humanity has ever known, while NASA announced that the first research station on Mars would be named after him, a fitting tribute to the man who had pushed space exploration further than anyone in history. Though Elon Musk was gone, his legacy remained. The dreams of electric vehicles, space travel, and artificial intelligence that he championed would live on. The question was not whether humanity could continue his work, but how we would carry his vision forward. Musk once said, "Life needs to be more than just solving problems. We need things that inspire us, that make us get up in the morning excited about the future, and that spirit would endure, inspiring generations to come." Elon Musk may have left us, but his legend will never fade. Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur behind Tesla and SpaceX, is often seen as a man of boundless ambition and relentless drive. However, beneath his public persona lies a deep well of personal sorrow, much of it rooted in his childhood and family struggles. Musk's early years were marked by loneliness and hardship. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971, he grew up feeling isolated, often retreating into books and computers to escape a difficult home life. His parents divorced when he was young, and he lived primarily with his father, Elon Musk, a man Elon has described as emotionally abusive. Musk has spoken openly about how his father's behavior left lasting scars, calling him a terrible human being in various interviews. This strained relationship shaped Musk's emotional world, making it difficult for him to form deep connections later in life. School was no refuge either. Musk was bullied relentlessly, sometimes so badly that he had to be hospitalized. These painful experiences instilled in him a sense of resilience, but also contributed to his deep-seated loneliness. He buried himself in technology and dreams of a better future, using innovation as an escape from his painful reality. As he grew older and moved to North America, Musk focused obsessively on his work, often at the cost of personal relationships. His marriages have been tumultuous, including two with the same woman, to Lula Riley, and his first marriage to Justine Musk, with whom he had 5 children. The loss of their first son, Nevada, to sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS, was a profound heartbreak, one Musk rarely discusses. Justine later described their marriage as emotionally distant, with Musk struggling to express vulnerability. Despite his love for his children, Musk's workaholic nature has often kept him away from them. He has admitted that he doesn't get to spend as much time with them as he'd like. His recent estrangement from his child, Vivian Jenna Wilson, who publicly distanced herself from him, has added another layer of sorrow. Though Musk presents himself as a man driven by a mission to save humanity, his personal life is marked by deep wounds. The weight of his childhood pain, lost relationships, and family struggles lingers beneath the surface, shaping the man who, despite his success, remains haunted by loneliness. The world falls apart. After Elon Musk's tragic accident, the fateful day arrived, one no one saw coming. A sudden, unexpected accident took the life of Elon Musk, the man hailed as the greatest genius of the modern era. The news spread like wildfire, sending shockwaves across the entire planet and triggering an unprecedented chain reaction. Within hours of the confirmation, global stock markets crashed. Tesla's shares plummeted, SpaceX was thrown into chaos, and Neuralink and the Boring Company were left in turmoil. The entire technological ecosystem that Elon had built suddenly became a rudderless ship. Investors, gripped by panic, dumped stocks, causing a worldwide financial crisis. But the catastrophe wasn't just economic. The aerospace industry faced an uncertain future, as SpaceX, the pioneering company that had been leading humanity's journey to Mars, lost its captain. The long-awaited colonization of the Red Planet was indefinitely postponed. NASA and other space agencies, heavily reliant on SpaceX for critical missions, found themselves scrambling for alternatives that simply did not exist. In the tech world, Musk's passing was like a supernova explosion. Neuralink, his ambitious project to connect the human brain with artificial intelligence, lost its visionary leader. Tesla's self-driving technology was put on hold due to the lack of strategic direction. The field of AI, which had been rapidly evolving thanks to Musk's groundbreaking ideas, suddenly found itself adrift. However, the impact of his death went beyond just technology and economics. The entire world seemed to plunge into a state of despair. Millions of Elon's fans, those who saw him as a beacon of inspiration, fell into depression. Social media was flooded with tributes, conspiracy theories about his mysterious accident, and heated debates about humanity's future. No one could replace Elon Musk. Although top executives tried to reassure the public that everything would be fine, the harsh reality was undeniable. The world would never be the same. Elon was not just an entrepreneur, he was a symbol of innovation, a dreamer of interplanetary exploration, and a firm believer in pushing the limits of what was thought to be impossible. The world's collapse didn't happen overnight, but it crept in like a slow-growing cancer. Without someone to push humanity toward grand ambitions, society gradually regressed to old patterns. The future once envisioned, one of spacefaring civilizations and limitless technological advancements, became a fading dream. And that was the true downfall of the world. Grimes had been scrolling absent-mindedly through her phone when the notification popped up. At first, she thought it was some kind of clickbait or misinformation, something exaggerated by the media, as always. But then another text came through, and another. Her hands trembled as she tapped on the first message from a close friend. "Are you okay? Have you heard about Elon?" Her breath hitched. She quickly switched to the news. The headlines screamed at her. Elon Musk involved in serious car accident, condition unknown. The room seemed to shrink around her. Her mind raced through a million thoughts, memories flashing like broken glass. Was this real? How bad was it? Where was he now? She fumbled to call someone, anyone, who could confirm what was happening. Her voice shook when she finally got through to one of his assistants. "What happened? Where is he? Is he..." She couldn't even finish the sentence. "He's in surgery right now. It was bad. But he's alive. That's all I know." The words hit her like a punch to the stomach. Alive. But that meant nothing yet. The thought of him, lying somewhere in a hospital hooked up to machines, fighting for his life, it was unbearable. She closed her eyes, trying to steady her breathing. They weren't together anymore, but that didn't change anything. He was still the father of her children. He was still someone she cared about deeply, in a way that defied logic or time. Grabbing her coat, she rushed out the door. The drive to the hospital was a blur. The city lights streaked past her vision as her mind replayed everything. The way he laughed when telling a bad joke, the way he rambled about space and AI late into the night, the way he looked at their child with pure wonder. When she arrived, the hospital was swarming with reporters. Cameras flashed, voices shouted questions, but she ignored them all. Inside, the air smelled like antiseptic and fear. She approached the front desk,